If you're a writer who's in need of a little inspiration, or a reader who's just curious about the writing process, then here's a place for you. Ooh, just insect. Yes, welcome. I just thought I'd use this lovely backdrop. It might be a bit too light, so it's a good job that the first one is short. So I just thought I'd use this backdrop because it's a nice peaceful poem. Okay, so I'm just carrying on with my wait a minute. Oh my god. Bloody spider running up my just carrying on with my collection of poetry, which is called Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm just getting swarmed by life in the garden. Okay, I'm trying to get my top in here so you don't think that I'm just in my birthday suit. Okay, so yes, my collection of poetry called A Brief Encounter of Consciousness, Affairs of the Soul, and it's a really nice day outside. Oh my gosh, I can't even concentrate with this young fella down here as well. Let me just there he is. So this first one is called Peace and Love. I am a fragment of the big picture. Oh my god, I can't even remember it. Right, 1 second. Right, got my book in hand. Okay, so this is called Peace and Love. Start again. I am a soldier of life, a fragment of the big picture, an enemy of hate, a redeemer of love, a finder of lost forevers, forever reminding others of our true mission. I think I'm just gonna head upstairs actually now because it's so bright and so warm. See you in a moment. Hello again. Okay, so I'm back. Just doing the bedroom thing. That was it. Everything was flying when I went out just then. Bless them. Okay, so the next poem is called The Tube. The Tube. And I forgot to talk about the other one. Okay, so Peace and Love. Before I go on to the other one, I was so distracted. So Peace and Love is just again just contemplating, philosophizing about life, and just, we are one. Knowing that we are one. And, everything is about all of us, isn't it? Everything matters. It either matters or it doesn't matter. We either all matter or we all don't matter. Do you know what I mean? And I believe we do matter. We matter greatly, all of us. That's kind of what that was about. Feeling inspired and just feeling hopeful, and that we can make it as a whole, and actually that it doesn't matter how long it takes, because we'll get there. And it's funny, actually, I have to talk about The Good Place. Love, 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 love The Good Place. Actually got a book that I'm writing at the moment. I'm about a quarter of the way through it, called A Matter of Perception, which is about the afterlife. Yeah. But it goes from, someone sort of, a suicide, but in we're straight into the story of the afterlife and just all the beautiful things, but obviously just like the twists and turns and stuff, but I did definitely want to do that from a positive perspective. And actually, again, things were being channeled, if you want, but definitely wanted to sort of, to have a positive light on the situation and a comforting light on the situation. And I believe it to be the case in my soul, in my gut, which is another story of mine, gut feeling. Okay. That one is a bit darker, but yes. So I'll come to all these eventually. But yes, it's a really, really, really inspiring, beautiful, spiritual story. And it's a story of love as well, because actually I do tend to favour romance. Even when I don't think I'm thinking about romance, I am thinking about romance, because it always seeps its way in somehow, regardless of what story I'm writing, bar one or two exceptions, but mostly, romance is at the forefront in some way or another. So there we go. But yes, so that's what it was about. Peace and love. Just sorry, I got lots of dry skin and got my brass strap sticking out as well. I had last summer these, strapless bras, and I cannot find one anywhere, but me being me, impatient, was, wanted to wear it anyway, and didn't realise that it was sticking out of me, of my jumpsuit. Anyway, never mind. Okay, it's me just out there DIY. Okay. Anyway, so the next one is called, once again, The Tube. Now, when I came to London to do my degree, I was 19, just gone 19. And in Yorkshire, we're pretty used to just having a conversation. Do you know what I mean? Some people call it nosy, but you know what? It's just, why not have a chinwag anyway? So just used to having conversations, saying hi on the street to somebody, saying afternoon, saying good morning, just having a chinwag. And I just thought it was like that everywhere. So I was on the tube and just having a conversation, but I just realised that not everybody, but a lot of people were just looking ahead, actually looking at me like I was crazy, because I've since realised on the tube, I lived in London 15 years, when someone's too out there, everyone's like, okay, you're crazy, I'm just going to give you a wide berth. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone. Do you know what? I've met some of the most wonderful, lovely people in London, to be quite honest with you. So beautiful and kind and open. So I'm not just pigeonholing there. Do you know what I mean? But in general, especially on the tube, people just tend to look where they're going, or headphones or whatever, or they're physically, you know, they've got their eyes closed and they're looking somewhere else, or you know what I mean, they're closing off. Okay, so yeah, I just found that really interesting that it would be the case, and so I thought I'd write a poem about it, because for me, being, you know, from coming up north to down south, it just seemed extraordinary. It was like, oh my, don't you want to talk? Do you know what I mean? So yes, but so there we go. It's called The Tube. Here we go. Wow, this is, I tell you what, if you decipher this messiness, you'll do better than me, because it seems like it's all over the place. But you know what? I'm just gonna leave it like that, because that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes it's messy and sometimes it's neat. So here we go. For the third and final time, The Tube. The tube train runs fast along lines of electricity as passengers wait anxiously to reach destinations. Brick faces by the hundreds you stare at on your travels. What's behind them? Who's to know? The posters you read time and again to fix your eyes in a position of security. No purity is flowing on this line. But were you real? Why can't people open up? Now, as I said, I don't just 100% feel that way. It was just my experience at the time. Do you know what I mean? But since I've, you know, adopted the etiquette of London, do you know what I mean? You know, I mean, I don't live there anymore, but it was a very influential time in my life. You know, a time when I was young, when I was carefree, So it's got a lot of, you know, nostalgia and emotional value to it. And I did love London, but I was ready to leave as well when I did. Yeah. But yeah, so that's The Tube. But I'm certainly not suggesting that everybody's like that. Okay, because some people are ignorant. Up north, I mean, you would be a fool to think that just because of a region, everyone's, you know, open or not open. Okay, people are people, and you get pockets of groups of people everywhere, don't you? You get your open ones, you get your closed ones, you get your aggressive ones, you get your peaceful ones. Do you know what I mean? But yes, as a whole, in that situation, people were being quite closed. All right, so I'm going to leave you, and I will see you next time. Take care of yourself. All the best. See ya.